Welcome back to Algebra 2, Chapter 8, Section 8 in this book. And what we're talking about something is called a logistic growth function. Mathematically, it's this formula. This is an example, which I'll show you in a second. But what it is it's something that doesn't grow. Then it grows exponentially up here, and then it declines its growth and levels off. So, I guess this would be like beeper sales in the 90s. It didn't exist, and then it grew really fast, and then cell phones took over. But it would have collapsed completely. It wouldn't just stay here. So I guess beepers aren't the right thing. I'm sure there's some things in your book, some examples. So these are going to be calculator problems. I just want you to be able to put it in your calculator exactly. It's got a numerator and a denominator, so I would use alpha y equals, or else everything's got to go in parentheses. It might say, what is this when x equals -3? It might put -3 in for x. Remember, all that means is you substitute -3 in for x. Do you see that? Type it in exactly and you can get the answer. I want you to do every single one of these examples on your calculator and make sure you can get it. You might need to do zoom 0, or which is fit, or zoom 6 for a good window. You just want to make sure you're not all zoomed in right here and go, it's just a line, or right there, or right there. You want to be able to see this characteristic curve. So this is what the graphs look like. Here you might have one like this, where it's got this on one side and then they'll fill in the other side. How you solve these is for y1 on your calculator you put in this to graph. For y2 you put that, you graph them, and then you go to second trace for intersection, it's number 5, and you hit enter 3 times and it will tell you what x equals. I didn't even write it on here, but it's in your book. So make sure you can do this. It's a huge important idea, being able to, as long as they give you something on both sides of the equals, you can get the intersection and it will solve for x for you. Your calculator will. Which, when you were in Algebra 1, I said your calculator won't solve for x for you. And maybe I was honest and said, at least not what I'm going to show you now. Now your calculator will solve for x once you understand this. That you do use y1 and y2, put this in for the equation for y1, that in for y2. Where the two lines intersect is x. It solves for x. Very important for checking, very important for solving complicated things like that. Okay, so that's it for Chapter 8. Come back and we'll talk about rational equations and functions, otherwise known as Chapter 9. Math is great.